Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Guru. In today's video, I'll try to compare the Poco X3 Pro versus the Realme X1 Max device. The main reason why I'm comparing this kind of video is because right now the Realme X1 Max is available for really very discount. It's about close to 21,000 rupees. Right now it's available in the Flipkart. After using all the bank discount cards, you can actually get 6,000 rupees instant discount as well, as you can see on the debit and credit card. As you can see friends, so after this kind of offer, a lot of users are actually confused. Should they buy the Poco X3 Pro or should they buy the Realme X1 Max? So this video I'll try to explain you clearly what is going on between both phones and which phone is best option to buy. That's another most important thing. So let's get started friends without wasting any time. So first thing is that let's talk about the performance. The Snapdragon 860 versus the Dimensity 1200 in the Realme X1 Max device. So if you look at the benchmark score, then the CPU throttling and everything, all the advantages will go for the Realme X1 Max. As you can see here clearly, 1 lakh more. And regarding the CPU throttling, it's not that consistent in the Poco X3 Pro device. As you can see the graph, how it is in the red, everything. So in the Realme X1 Max, you can see how is the graph. The CPU will be throttled slightly more than the Realme X1 Max device. So for an average user, it doesn't mean much. For the hardcore gamers and heavy users, it means a lot. So you can expect slightly stability in the Dimensity 1200 than the Snapdragon 860 chipset. For an average user, you won't feel any kind of notice even after using this all the applications and everything. It looks completely smooth. For hardcore gamers, maybe slight advantage for the Dimensity 1200. Not only that, in the Battlegrounds mobile game, you can get 90 FPS in this Realme X1 Max, not in the Poco X3 Pro device. So at this point, by the time I'm making this video, 1.5 version, we don't have 90 FPS. So maybe in the future we might get in the Poco X3 Pro, but right now there is no 90 FPS. So the straight away advantage in the performance goes to the Realme X7 Max device. For this price, it's really big deal, I would say. And next is a display. So display segment, which phone is the main highlight? So I would definitely say the Realme X1 Max, which has got the 120Hz Super AMOLED display, 360Hz touch sampling rate. So 120Hz IPS LCD display, 240Hz touch sampling rate. So in each and every segment, we do have slightly advantage on the Realme X1 Max side. The Super AMOLED display will look definitely more brighter and more contrasty as well when compared with the IPS LCD display. That's the one fantastic thing which I did like in the Super AMOLED panels friends. And apart from that, you do get really small and compact size. So which is very compact size, small. So in the single hand usage also it will be really good to watch. If you like the small screen displays, you'll definitely love in the Realme X1 Max phone. And if you want the big screen displays, obviously you can choose the Poco X3 Pro. But for me, it makes a lot of sense to invest the money on the AMOLED panels than the IPS LCD panels. So for better viewing angles, and better saturation and contrast levels. That's one thing. And next, performance wise, Realme X1 Max display, also Realme X1 Max. Camera wise, which phone is the best option? So camera wise, the Realme X1 Max, you can record the 4K 60 FPS. In the Poco X3 Pro, you can record 4K 30 FPS is a maximum. That's it. You cannot record more than that. That's another disadvantage in the Poco X3 Pro at this moment. Regarding the normal shots, which phone looks good? I would say that both phones are kind of really great to see in terms of the colors, but overall I did like slightly the better colors in the Realme X1 Max. But I'll try to do the in-depth comparison side by side, so then you'll be able to understand slightly better colors which phone has got. But overall, in my opinion, I would say the Realme X1 Max has got slight advantage with the camera. That's another thing. As a future proof, 4K 60 FPS is there. And both phones can record 960 FPS slow motion. So next is the battery and the charging. So battery, the Poco X3 Pro, and the charging, the Realme X1 Max, of course, which has got the 5000 mAh of battery capacity in this phone, 5160 mAh of battery capacity. That's another advantage in this phone. And in the Realme X1 Max, 4500 mAh of battery capacity. So slightly less battery backup you can expect in this device. But I think maybe close to 30 minutes more gameplay you can get in this phone, not much, because of that huge battery that will increase the weight of the phone as well. But if you ask me, this 4500 is really good. I think convenient exact battery capacity with the fast charging capabilities. That's perfect. So in the battery, Poco X3 Pro, in the charging, Realme X1 Max device. Connectivity, of course, the Realme X7 Max device, the king, yes. So when you compare with the Poco X3 Pro, 5G, 7 5G bands, more, I mean better, stronger Wi-Fi signals as well. So when you compare with this single band, 2.4 GHz, you do have the 300 Mbps of transfer link speed. In the Poco X3 Pro, you can get, I think, 144 Mbps of transfer link speed with the same Wi-Fi network, as you can see. So you do get really stronger Wi-Fi signals, stronger speeds in the Realme X1 Max in the single band Wi-Fi as well. That's another thing. And 4G Plus also slightly advantage in the Realme X1 Max. I can actually get really good speeds 4G Plus. So connectivity segment, strongest point Realme X1 Max. Connectivity, performance and display, these three are very stronger points. Very strong. In remaining things maybe, but these three are really strong. And build quality, of course, I think it depends upon the users, but for me, if you ask me which phone will I choose, I'll choose the Realme X1 Max because of very lightweight, compact size, very good design as well. Single hand usage is very good, and dual stereo speakers, which is also fantastic. Same kind of quality you can actually expect, and haptic feedbacks are really good in this phone, which I can actually feel premium haptic feedbacks when you compare with the normal haptic feedbacks in the Poco X3 Pro, which is very normal. I cannot feel that kind of premium feel, but using the Realme X1 Max, premium feel. That's pretty good. That's the one thing which I did like. Both are having the 3.5mm jack, so you should not be worried at all. So user interface, of course, both phones, I think MI UI and the Realme UI, you should be knowing both UIs. So it's up to the personal choice which UI you would prefer. And software updates, definitely you can expect 2 years of Android updates as well. Even though X series got disconnected, but still you can actually get the updates in the Realme X1 Max. So you should not be worried about that. So regarding the price finally friends, I did say before, right? So 21,000 Realme X1 Max. For this price, it's a damn good deal. Yes, even I cannot believe this how low they are offering right now. So it makes a lot of other people also suspicious, like why they are offering so much less price, because most of the users, they did buy the phone I think yesterday and day before yesterday for 3,000 less discount, but right now the company is offering 6,000 rupees less discount, even on exchange offers as well. Not only on the bank discounts, even on the exchange offers, you can actually get this kind of low price. That's another thing about this phone, friends. So for the price, I can definitely say stronger points. The performance and connectivity, very strong. Display, performance, display and connectivity, these three things are really stronger, and build quality is also very strong in the Realme X1 Max advantages. So these are the really key advantages for the Realme X1 Max to buy right now. Unless if you want the Snapdragon processor, if you want that kind of 860 processor, if you don't like the Dimensity processor, you can definitely choose the Snapdragon. But if you want the big displays, if you want Snapdragon processors, if you want slightly more battery backup, just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit. If you want MIUI, if you want, then you can choose the Poco X3 Pro. Otherwise, straight away the Realme X1 Max is a clear winner. And in case if you are confused a little bit kind of more, don't worry. My playlist is there. My playlist of the Realme X1 Max will give you the clear idea what is going on with the Realme X1 Max. Try to watch my playlist and it will clear all your doubts. What is happening with the device? Is it worth it to buy or not? You can check other videos as well on the Poco X3 Pro as well. So Poco X3 Pro also, I did upload a lot of videos on this playlist. Try to click it and you can find a lot of videos as well. And see you in the next video, friends. Only stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.